Hello and welcome back to another edition of Let's Play Fragile Allegiance with me, Acciyn. In the previous video, I believe I got the opportunity to introduce you guys to a black market trader and talk a little bit and explain what they can be good for and a few of the things that aren't so good about trading with them. Since I've uploaded that video, I've received a few comments, and it seems I've been a bit unclear as to my description of certain elements of this game, which I tend to rectify in this video. You know, I'm Swedish. It happens. I'm allowed to be unclear on certain things when speaking English, since I'm Swedish. Right. But anyway, to do that, we're going to go in here and look at our Asteroid engine and the Gravity Nullifier, because these are the items that people have been wondering about. Actually, I think I can go in here to SciTech, select them, and view a little bit of information. It's always good to have information. And this is pretty cool too. You get a little visual overlay of the different parts of the structure and what they are good for. You can read that for yourselves. If you want to do that, pause the video, because I intend to read this. Gravity Nullifier, one of SciTech's greatest technological breakthroughs. The nullifier generates a gravitational field that stops all asteroids within a certain range from moving, including the one on which the nullifier is installed. As long as the nullifier is active, you don't have to worry about collisions. However, if the asteroid engines are in operation, the nullifier must first be switched off. SciTech warns that the field will collapse if you have insufficient power to drive the nullifier, so regular checks on the operational status is advised. Let's go back to our asteroid engines here. This is a phenomenally advanced facility that provides the means to control the gravitational field of an asteroid, enabling it to change directions and speed at any time. Along with the Gravity Nullifier, this was one of SciTech's launch projects. First sold in 2309, it is still one of their best-selling lines. If the engines run out of power, the speed will drop to 0 and the asteroid will no longer move. Power is essential to master the gravity field that moves the asteroid. So, two things that I like about the Asteroid engine over the Nullifier. One is that if you use a gravity nullifier to stop an asteroid which you have colonized but is on the move, it will start moving again if you have a loss of power. For example, if you get a random event that causes you to lose power, or if some of your power generating buildings are destroyed, or if you simply get a little overzealous in building up the colony and you haven't fully met the energy requirements for your gratuitous expansions. Whereas the asteroid engine, if this runs out of power, it'll actually stop the asteroid, I think. See, I haven't really encountered that situation all that much. There was also a question about if you place 2 gravity nullifiers on a colony. They cost 35,000 credits each. So I'd be a little hesitant in spending 70,000 credits per colony. So I've never done that. I don't know if both would be destroyed or not in the event of an explosion. I'd imagine they would be. But again, I prefer the Asteroid engine. You can move your colonies around. more or less eliminates the need to send out your scout ships to scout for new asteroids to colonize, since you can just move your asteroids around, and when you have the sensor range like this, when you have the sensor range like this, you're able to spot the asteroids just basically around here, and your scout ships only have, what, maybe one tile into the darkness that they can explore. It's not that much, and it doesn't take too long for your asteroids to get there anyway. So those are two of the reasons why I like having the engines instead of the nullifiers. And building both a nullifier and a asteroid engine on the same asteroid, like I said, if you're going to have both and you plan on activating your engines, you're going to need to turn the nullifier off first, or it will explode. So I hope I've cleared that one up at least. There we go. But that's pretty much it for that, I believe. And I do believe we have. Oops, no, I was supposed to be there. We have a person waiting for us in here. Andrejana Perez. I think you pronounce it that way. This is a supervisor. You can assign supervisors to supervise your colonies. And basically what that does is it allows you the option of not having to micromanage all of your colonies. So let's take a look at her. She has a Tetracorp rating of 9. Her homeworld is Old Terra, Sol System. That's Earth, if you didn't know. And her date of birth is the 3/10/2465. I have no idea which is the day and which is the month, but oh well. An extremely competent and very experienced supervisor. Dutch Perez. She sounds Mexican. Oh well. Has been on Tetracorp payroll for many years and is regarded as an exceptionally fast worker, excelling in the maintenance of high numbers of asteroids. So, based on that, and based on the fact that her salary is only 25,000 credits, which is kind of low for a supervisor, you might be tempted to hire her. Thing is, you remember I said that it's important to buy information from black market traders whenever possible? That information, if it's information about this particular supervisor, it will appear down here. That stuff is hidden from us right now because we haven't bought any information on her specifically. We have information on someone, we just don't know who yet. Excuse me. So, I'm not going to hire her. And that's one of the reasons. The other reason is, at this time, I can basically handle all my colonies, even if they get stuff happening to them. So we move out of that. We're going to stop Grimstroid here, and that engine is still not finished. And it's only 11 days, so XSI, I'm sorry, but we are not going to see a collision at this time. That's gonna have to wait until later. Still no engines. They should be done any second now. There we go. Move away. And you should have your engines soon enough as well. Yeah, 14 days. That's all well and good.
Warning.
I fixed that problem already, game. I fixed it. Another thing to note about the asteroid engines and the gravity nullifiers, I will get into that as soon as this one's finished building and I can start moving this asteroid in a direction I actually wanted to move. There we go. This way. With the engines as well, you can spread your colonies out a bit so you don't have to have them really close to each other, which is always good because you get more space explored around you. Oops. But yeah, as I was saying, on the gravity nullifiers and the engines, since we have a gravity nullifier on this one here, it should theoretically extend its field to this asteroid as well, WQE 416. So if I was to install an engine on this asteroid, I'd have to...
You have a new message.
James, settle down. I'd have to turn this nullifier off in order to have this asteroid move away. Otherwise, the nullifier on this asteroid would explode. Grimstroid, that is where it's heading, and that is where I want it to go. Now we are going to send our colony ship over there. So we can pick up all of this delicious ore that's just sitting in there. I'm also tempted to buy these two. I have the money for it. It's like 200,000 credits, a little less than that. And we don't really have that many places to colonize at this moment, so I could sell off a bunch of ore and get the money back. I'm actually going to do that. You and you, that will upgrade our mines so they produce twice as much ore, or produce ore, dig up ore twice as fast. This is something for the future. The ore teleporter, it eliminates the need to send our colony ships out to gather it like a transport. So it's rather useful in my opinion.
You have a new message.
Jesse Vanderhet will... Ooh, that's close. That's really close. Can sell that. No. And I'm not sure you've noticed, but these prices have fluctuated during the brief time that we've been playing. Even during his stay, the prices fluctuate. So, if you're into that sort of thing, which I actually tend to be, it's one of my favorite parts of this game, is that you can play the market, and while you're never going to be able to make a profit of the same trader, like if you buy something really cheap when he first arrives and then the prices go up during his stay and you sell it back to him, I have never been able to do that, even though I've tried. But you can buy stuff and then sell it for a profit later on as the prices go up. That's always fun.
Warning.
Ooh, dear. A radiation leak has occurred on asteroid MIA 348. That's another thing that can happen.
You have a new message.
Yes, do that. Did that increase? Yeah, that increased the radiation levels on this asteroid. So we're going to need another radiation filter. Dang it. I was hoping I wouldn't have to spend too much money anymore. But apparently the game had other ideas. So, what we do now, as you can see too, this transporter one has a lot more space than the storage towers have. So you can use this as an additional storage unit if you want to do that, or if you just need to do that. It's possible. Also, I'm trying to... Oh, please tell me the trader left. Oh, he did. Good. I was close. I was a little bit closer than I would have wanted it to be. We are going to sell everything once again, simply because we need the money more at this point. There are going to be other asteroids out there, we just haven't found them yet. But yeah, we are going to have to find them soon if we're going to have any chance of making a successful little trading mining empire. Oops, I totally did that wrong. I meant to do that. Derp. Sell that, and we are going to make 224,511 credits of profit. And since the transporter arrived with our mine upgrades, they upgrade automatically, no need for you to do anything. We should have, and do have, a much faster production there. I'm going to go and colonize this planet here. Asteroid, sorry. And I'm going to send that asteroid out over here, just to uncover a little bit more of the map. Because, like I said, we're going to need to find more asteroids, and hopefully asteroids with lots and lots of delicious, shiny, expensive... Ooh, hello! You've done your job. Stop there. You there, little ship. I want you to go and give me a geo-survey on that asteroid. Now, it's just barely got enough fuel to get back to GLW 117, but once there, it'll be stuck. So, what we need to do here, obviously, is build a refueling depot. Oops. God damn it.
Warning.
I want it there. Transporter is departing, so we'll go back to Grimstroid and make some additional last-minute tradings. 500,000 credits. Not bad. Not bad at all for our second trade. But yeah, I was also going to say that I'm trying to figure out names for all of these colonies of mine.
You have a new message.
Oh, hello. Trade Merchant Tyla Jettison is now available in your sector for business. Now, this is a regular merchant. They're perfectly legal to trade with no repercussions whatsoever. Let's go and talk to her. Or him. Oops. Sounded like a girl's name. And here we can buy trade goods of various sizes, sorts, and assortments. We've got watered silk, ornamental archaic weaponry. We can buy water. We can buy pharmaceuticals like Viratac, Super Shellac, and SWAT. He's not very good, very well stocked, but oh well. We need to give ourselves some spending money. The transporter hasn't left yet. Otherwise, we'd have the spending money from that. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Viratac. This will cure most of the various illnesses affecting colony employees, except Spacers Salmonella and Astrophobia. Viratac also works on the effects of the illegal anti-personnel viruses Meat Eater and Bug Hunter. That's a little glimpse into the future there, people. The illegal anti-personnel viruses Meat Eater and Bug Hunter. Those are actually possible to buy from black market traders. Also, when you go into information here, we can see a little bit of how prices have changed during the course of time. Very good to know. So this one has been up to almost 25,000 credits per unit. We're down to, what, 16, 17, 18,000, somewhere around that region. Yeah, somewhere around that region. So that's always good to note. This one's going up in price. I am going to need these. You should always... Ooh, crap. Okay. Buy 2 of each. You should have a few of these in storage because, like I've said, people can get sick, and these things are used to treat those illnesses. Water silk is going down, so we're not going to buy that right now. Ornamental weaponry is going up, and I think it's peaking, so we're not going to buy that either. Water has peaked at 200 credits per unit, or 200 something, and it's on the way down. So this guy wants to make money off of us. I'm not going to let him. I'm just gonna buy the stuff I really, really, really need, and that's gonna be it. We are waiting for this colony to be built. We're waiting for the geosurvey of this new asteroid that we've found, and that is going to conclude this episode. So thank you all for watching this series. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, always remember to have fun.
You have a new message.